Okay, guys, please show me the most unnatural learning position you have. Lean back, get bored, almost fall asleep. Don't do that, this is not alone. Show me the boring face you have, the most boring face you have. Because today we are going to learn how to use English punctuation correctly. Repeat after me. Commas are important when you write lists. They separate things from each other. Full stop tell where sentences end. Capital letters are vital in the beginning of a sentence. But you might need them in some nouns too. Seriously? I know a better way to learn this. And now you guys stand up. In the next text you are going to see, every time when you see a capital letter, you jump. Let's try. A bit higher. Every time when you see a comma, you squat. Come on. And every time when there's a full stop, you stomp. Again. Quite straightforward. So let's read this thing together. When you sit and repeat, your brain stops working. Learning through physical activeness, however, contributes your learning skills. It also gives you experiences that help you to construct the topics you have just learned. And it's fun too. Excellent. You might stay standing if you want. You basically just gave my speech. Nicely done, guys. I could actually get out of here. Because human brain is able to work 15 to 20 minutes at once without any action. So basically when you just sit and repeat, your brain starts slowly hibernating, and you're not able to receive anything anymore. And that means that when somebody is actually telling you what to do, and when, although you are listening, you are not really listening. And that's why we shouldn't use this as a learning method anymore. This kind of learning used to be in fashion, let's say 100, 150 years ago, when there was a few formal schools, and the people went there and learned stuff in this way. Who of you still believe in that stuff that used to be part of science, part of culture, part of anything 100, 150 years ago? No one. Some of you might, but not in everything. And that's the thing why learning can't be happening this way anymore. Motivation is the backbone of learning. It's not a coincidence that the word originally comes from Latin and means motion or movement. We have something that motivates us, that pulls us or pushes us towards the aims and goals we want to achieve when we learn. And every time when we learn, we are actually highly motivated if we are learning the right way. And this kind of physical active stuff raises up your motivation every time when you do it. and you don't even see it happening at the same time. And because it's really efficient to work in a group, your next task will be a group task. There are 5 more puzzle pieces in this room. Go and find them and bring them to me, please. Thank you. Kiitos. Thank you. That was teamwork, by the way. Who knows the word flow? Who has ever had a flow? You don't probably combine these 2 words, learning and motivation, learning and joy of learning, and this kind of stuff together, so you don't have a flow every time when you actually learn. Or you are not used to have this kind of feeling. But at its very best, when you have a flow, you learn really, really well. And who said that it needs to be boring when you learn? Nobody. It's just in our head. We still learn things at school in a way that we have first math, then we have music, then we have math again. So we learn different topics, several subjects that don't actually serve each other. Physical active stuff and other learning methods could combine these things together and actually offer something new for every subject and every topic we learn at school, or those things you learn in your all-day life. And it's also a glue for those people who learn in different ways. So when somebody learns while sitting quietly and listening, there are 80% of the class who don't actually listen or do anything wise anymore. So this kind of stuff where we use integration between subjects through different learning methods might be really useful. When we belong in a group, we actually learn quite well. When we feel that we belong to that part of class or different groups, we might construct the things together at the same time with the others. And it's actually quite strong way to learn, because you don't get those ideas by yourself, but you might learn from the others at the same time. The hidden piece under the chair, teamwork. Today's school challenges us to compete against each other, against the time, against the others, against the previous results of the school. Through teamwork, though, we are able to achieve these things together, because who said that if you want to learn, you need to be better than the others? And this teamwork and these skills you learn through teamwork, they are part of a bigger piece. The final piece of the puzzle, that's the name is future skills. If we teach our kids to learn separately, to be alone, to sit down for 9 years, like we do in Finland right now, what do we get? We get really good sitters. That's true. But at the same time, we could have young people, young individuals, who are able to learn in the most natural way for a human being. Action. Action is the way when a child is small and he or she learns new stuff. They try, they do again, they repeat. They are physically active all the time, and they construct their learning and experiences in the way that they're able to learn. But when they get to school, we forget that skill. I would say now it's time to get back in this. And it's not a bad thing, I think, if we are able to raise up well-being and happy people at the same time.